We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They run with a second-round pick from Iowa State. This is Breece Hall.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzes, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
The Niners at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So they're going option play on 3rd down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They run it again with Williams. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, Hurts.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Airing one out for Boyd. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 23. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
On second down, a run with Hall. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. No score after one on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Hurts will throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run once more with Stevenson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Zach Ertz, 28 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Gold with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. That's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Chris Watkins.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in the field goal range.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 41.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And this is caught by Evans. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. These Rams and Niners met 3 times a season ago. The Niners had the Rams number in the regular season, winning 31-10 in Santa Clara. And then again 27-24 in overtime in the season's final week. But the Rams got the last lap in the NFC Championship game with that 20-17 victory.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
On is the punter Long here as he sends this one away.
This is taken at the 18. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
Tavon Austin now from the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They go play action now. Jackson. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Again, it's Stevenson.
And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Throwing is Jackson. Dancing to his left.
Got his man. It's London.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. They'll try and run right on the option. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Give to Hall running right.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. Touchdown 49ers.
Breece Hall.
27 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kid who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Williams running left. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Rashawn Gary able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. Room here to run. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Touchdown, Rams. Mike Evans. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. This pass is caught by London on the move past the 40. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. And incomplete on a deep ball.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. They'll try and run the option left side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. Paul want to give up the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Touchdown! Drake London from 8 yards out. And the 49ers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Takes it at the 7. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. He's got a man, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've catapulted the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. And now this game is over. So the victory here for San Francisco. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They're facing a top